Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're going to talk about cleaning your screens after you get finished with a job. And this is a very important part. Now the first thing I like to do when I get finished, I like to get off as much as the ink as possible and get it back into its container. It's not a good thing to waste ink because ink is expensive. And so what I use a lot of times is I use different card stocks. And what you can do is just scrape up. Just get off as much of the ink as possible and put it back into the container. And after that, what I like to do is when I go to my washout tank, I really don't want to get a lot of ink inside the tank because it just builds up and hardens up on your tank, and it's just a mess. And it's good to be in this profession, it's good to be as clean as possible. You know, you never know where ink is going to be at, and you can get it on your product or get it anywhere or take it into your house. And that's one thing I like to do too, is to always wear gloves, because you can just take those off, toss them in the trash, and put a fresh one on and just continuously stay clean. But what I like to do beforehand is to just use some of these heavy duty cloths that I get from Lowe's or Home Depot, and basically just take and wipe down as much as the ink as possible as you can and get it off the screen. The more ink that you get off the screen, the easier it'll be to clean. Now, I'm actually going to be using this screen again, so I really don't necessarily have to remove the tape and stuff that's on my screen. So now, after you get finished wiping down as much as the ink off, you can take your cleaning solution. I use a citrus cleaner, and you can just spray it on your screen. And what I like to do is just let it sit for a minute and start to break down the ink particles. But for this video, I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe it off. As you see, the citrus cleaner is starting to loosen up the ink and break it off so we can wash it off, get it out of here. What you can do when you start to wipe down with the citrus cleaner, you can actually wet your screen. Wet your screen a little bit. And kind of like wipe around and loosen the ink up. And one thing you want to make sure that you do where your image is. You want to try to make sure you get that as clean as possible. Now another thing is that if you're always going to use, like for this one was blue, if you're always going to use blue ink for this job or this screen, then you necessarily don't have to get it real good, all the blue, because it's always blue going on there. But if I might do another color with that, what I'm gonna want to make sure is that I get the ink fully out of there, so you know what I mean, so it doesn't mix colors and change to another color with the ink. So now you can go ahead and everything is all washed down. You can dry the screen off and put the screen away. I'll see you guys next time, and in the next video, I'll be reclaiming the screen.